Hello and welcome. My name is Babalawo Olawole Olakule, and in this video, we are going to be having a beginner's guide to propagating your Ori, also known as Ori Bibo. It is called beginner's guide because we know that you are not a Babalawo, you are not an Olorisha. But then, in your own private space, we believe that with this little tutorial, you can be able to feed your Ori by yourself in your own private space alone. And to do that, you do not need all the verses to know all the verses of the available, neither do you need to have all of the materials available. You just need to have your simple tools, which is water, first of all, gin, thereafter, and cola, bitter cola, any of bitter cola or cola. This is the four lobe cola nuts, and these are the two lobe cola nuts. So I am going to be using the three ones, the three slightly how to use all of these materials. And in the event that you can now have you can now lay your hands on any other materials like maybe fruit or anything, yeah, you can use that. But then this is like the simplest tool or method for a self tutorial on your own Ori Bibo. And I want you to work with me as I go over that. So the first thing you do is you call your Ori, because what you are radically trying to do, you are trying to really try to feed your chi. So wherever your Ori is, sometimes your Ori might not be exactly where you are physically. So you have to call your Ori to wherever you are. So in doing that, you have to make Mother Heart your witness, because wherever your Ori is, it is still within the confines of Mother Heart. So you are going to call your Ori and you're going to call Mother at the same time, starting by your Ori first. Now, the place you touch is your forehead here, which is your mother, which is your the emblem of your chi, and then you touch the ground. So the first thing you do is you sit comfortably, like I am seated. Most times you sit comfortably on the floor, your back behind the wall, so that you can move, you do whatever you want to do freely, and all the things that you have with you can now be centered in between your legs. You can get a plate and you can, to put all of these things on. I'm doing this because it's on the table in your own private space. You can also get a plate to put that. So let's assume that I'm seated, my back facing the wall, my back behind the wall rather, and these are within the confines of my two legs that are spread left and right. Now I have to touch the ground and call my Ori. In Yoruba language, we say Ori Mokwe, but then there is virtually no language that your Ori doesn't understand. So if you say, my head, I call upon you, my head, I call upon you, my head, I call upon you with your left hand, my head, I call upon you, my head, I call upon you, my head, I call upon you with the right hand. And then the next thing you do is to call upon Mother Earth, Ile, or Mother Earth, I call you as a witness, Mother Earth, I call you as a witness, Mother Earth, I call you as a witness. Now that you have called your Ori, wherever it is aware that it has been called. The next thing, which is the first thing you do, is to take the water and first of all show it to your Ori that this is the water that I've used in calling you. You do not need to recite all of the incantations. You don't need to do that because you are a beginner, and it is a beginner's guide to Ori. But your Ori knows that you have not studied the far. So whichever manner you call your Ori is ready to listen to you. And then you call your Ori and say, "This is the water I've used in calling you." You you place the water, you sprinkle the water on your Ori. This is the water I use in calling you, and you sprinkle little of the water on Mother Earth as a witness. And that's what I used to call you my Ori. The next thing is that you show your Ori the gene to catalyze the reaction of your spiritual process. Now, already this is the gene that I've used. I'm calling you wherever you are. Please come and listen to me and attend to my prayers. And then you sprinkle it also on your Ori and on the floor. Now, that's been done. Whatever materials you have with you, you place them within your four L's. Particularly myself, I like to use the bitter cola for my own Ori. In the event that you cannot get bitter cola, even if it is the cola, whether it's two lobes or four lobes, you place them on your Ori like this. So I'm going to place all of them on my Ori so that wherever you are, you can get that. Place it on your Ori like this, and then you say your prayers. My Ori, I want my life to be better. I want to begin to continue to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I want you to open the portals of financial knowledge for me, financial growth for me. I want you to open the portal of spiritual knowledge for me. I want to continually be spiritually inclined and be spiritually attuned and being in line with my destiny. My Ori, I hope that you are going to help me to achieve the feat that I want to achieve in my academic pursuit. I hope that you help me to ensure that my family is balanced. I hope that you ensure that my business and everything that ruminate around my source of livelihood are properly organized. Those are my own prayers. After saying all of these prayers, whichever prayers you want to say, you return the cola or bitter cola back to the plate you've taken them. And then you give your water and gin again the second time. So this is the water I've used. So the first water and gin is to call your Ori. Now, once the second water and gin is to now feed your Ori. This is the water I've given you, and this is the gin I've brought for you. Now, after you have said all your prayers, you are now in the last or final phase of the whole process. This is the most serious part of the whole process, where you want to have a confirmation from your Ori if all the communication you've had with it, if you are sure that you are going to get a good response. So I'm going to start with the bitter cola. Now, some people might have one cola nut, and some people might have more than one cola nut. So in the event that you have one cola nut, uh, I'm going to use the two cola nuts. So in the event that you have one cola nut, we are going to use the formula of the going with our cola. I'm going to use the formula of cola nut. So my Ori, I want to. The next thing you ask your Ori, my Ori, please, all the prayers and my supplications, I want you to assure me that you have accepted them, you have answered them, and you are ready to ensure that you work on them. You cut it on the head. You can use a knife, but I prefer using my own teeth anyway. You throw this to mother head, and then you cut this cylindrical form into two. You can use a knife or a cutter to cut it. You cut it. You sprinkle a little bit of water on it, and then you pack them. Now, Ori, you are showing me that my prayers are answered. Now, and then the next thing you do is to throw it on the floor or on the plate, whatever is in front of you. Now, if you notice that there are two opened up and two closed up, two closed down, this is invariably saying yes. Two positive, two negative. The opened one is positive, the closed one is negative. For the bitter cola, there are the two possibilities of a yes is when either all is facing up or two out of the four is facing up. Every other possibility is a no. So my Ori have said yes in my prayers. Then my prayers are answered. So for those who don't have access to bitter cola, we are using 2 loops um, cola, bitter cola. You spread it on the floor and then you sprinkle water on it. Now you can see that they are both opened. So you raise it and say, "My Ori, I hope that my prayers are answered." Now, if the two facing up, it is a yes. So the process of you having a yes is either both are open up or one is open up. So if both are closed down, it's a no. But if both are opened up or one is open up and one is closed down, it's a yes. Now, assuming that you want to use two of the bitter coolers, now two of the cooler nuts rather, it is still the same process of the bitter cola. If all fours are opened or two are opened, that is when you have a positive response. There is virtually no question you cannot ask your Ori. My Ori, do I marry this person? My Ori, do I go with this friend? My Ori, do I go on this journey? My Ori, do I relate with this person? My Ori, are you sure I'm going to get this business? My Ori, what do I do to so there is a limit there are no limitations to the questions you can ask your Ori. Now for those who have the 4 loops bitter cola, if you split them up, you notice 2 things. Can you bring the camera closer? You notice that their line of symmetries are different. Here, this has a very wide end, which is signifying that it is a female version. And this has just like a chalice. This is a very tiny end. it shows the male. So it is alluding to the sex of the both the male and the female sex organ. That's how I know them. And then when you have it like this, there are four basic possibility of having a yes. So it is either two male and one female is opened up while one female is closed down, or one male, one female is opened up while one male, one female is closed down, or one male is opened up while two female and one male is closed down. And lastly, when everyone is opened up. Those are the possibilities of getting a positive response. So for the test, I'm going to ask Maori. Maori, I believe that all my prayers are answered. Viola says yes. It's a perfect yes that my prayers are answered. Now, what do we do next after we have confirmed that our prayers are answered? There are two things. You take a lobe out of what you have used and you chew it. If you chew it, you you drink the water, you receive the water and bring out the shaft. You place the shaft on your ori. Let me give you an example. Do this. I'm chewing the cola, the bitter cola. I've sieved out the water part. I'm going to take few out of this part and put it on my ori. This is the bitter cola I brought for you. The next part, I'll put it on my navel. And the last part, I'll put it on my left toe. I'll use it to rub my left toe. That way, and the prayers that we say during those process is that my outer ori, I want you to support me. My inner ori, I don't want you to antagonize my progress. And the last part is my leg. I want you to take me to where my blessings are. I hope that with this simple tutorial on Ori Bibo, you can personally feed your ori at all times. Thank you once again. Please endeavor to feed your ori all the time. There is no particular time you cannot feed your ori, but it is better for you to feed your ori at night when you're about to go to sleep. The remnants of this can either be eaten or given back to Mother Earth, whichever way is a perfect way. Thank you very much.